All right. Hello, everyone. So I'm here, Huzairon. We're gonna give you some work about translating a literary work. As we know that mostly a literary work is often written in not everyone could understand in such a language, right? So let's here we got some cases that we need to translate next. Translate the prose of a part of prose. So here we got a text from um, dari teks sumber ke teks sasaran seperti itu. From Indonesia to English. So I have an appointment with Rosa, just same as it should be. I consider every meet up with her as a very special moment to make this as an unforgettable moment in the future. I will prepare the best of myself. I put aside everything to become a lover, a courageous man. So let's break it up into a small detail. Next, um, we got the first line here from um, sumber teks sumber seperti itu. Aku ada janji dengan Rosa. So we got to change it, translate it into I have an appointment with Rosa. So it using the method of literal translation. Second, the same as should be, I count every meetup with her as a very special moment. It's using the communicative translation and contextual condition methods. The peristiwa resmi. I change it to a special moment because if we literally translate it, it will be not make sense and cannot be acceptable. Because as we know, the peristiwa resmi in English is a formal, but in the text, as we know that it is not meant to do that. It means something that's very special, right? And the third, the text agar ia menjadi momen sejarah manis kelak, aku pun menyiapkan diriku dalam keadaan yang paling safe. So I change it with some adaptation methods. The result is to make this as an unforgettable moment in the future. I will prepare the best of myself. Adaptation, also called cultural substitution or cultural, is a cultural element which replaces the original context with one that is better suited to the culture of the target language. It is itself to this method is to achieve a more familiar and comprehensive text. As we know that sejarah manis kelak, it means something that you can't to forget because it's very sweet. It's a history, right? So I change it to English unforgettable moment because it have the same meaning with sejarah manis kelak at the source of the text. And the fourth, I use the modulation and metaphor in a semantic way, and the result is I put aside everything to become a lover, a courageous man. I put aside everything. Aku menghilangkan diriku dari segala macam profesi. Profesi di sini bukan berarti tentang pekerjaan seperti itu, tapi it's more like something that could fill you in disgust, something that could bother you about everything. So he put aside everything that could bother him. So he just focusing to become a lover, a courageous man. Here I use it seorang lelaki dengan daging dan jantan. I used metaphor in a semantic way method to translate it. A courageous man. I simplified all the metaphor with a semantic way because we know that a brave man with guts dengan daging dan nyali jantan seperti itu is someone that very courageous, very brave. So I used to use it in a semantic way. Next, and at the case two, there's a part of dialogues in a drama. Um, so let's jump to the first phrase. So the first line, berapa from text sumber. I translate it using an explicit. How many do you want? Because the text from the source text, you know that berapa, it means you asking how much the people, the B person want to have. So it is more suitable if we change it to how many do you want, right? The second, 10. We change it in addition to having a please because it's more suitable, right? Then goreng, basah, it's a question mark. There's a question mark, both of them. Um, we change it into it is fried or boiled. It's cultural equivalent because basah cannot be meant to wet. It means something that boiled here. And then the next is goreng, fried one please. She asked the fried one, and we adding please because it's something that you need to put in there. And then the next line is sambil menyerahkan bungkusan in the bracket 1000. While giving over the lumpia, it's 1000 rupiah. So explicitations because we need to adding the the currency, right? 1000. What it means 1000 here? 1000 a quantity or currency because it means it's in Indonesian rupiah, right? And then the next line is cabenya mana? Why don't we change it into the where's the pepper? Because in the in the English, oftenly they use the pepper, not the chili, right? So it's cultural equivalent method, right? And then it's already inside, sudah di dalam. Of course, it's a literal translation, illiteral translation. And the next one is acarnya juga, and the pickles too. Literal translation, yeah, translation, literal. And then the next is, well, give the money to the seller. I add the people who give to the seller, right? Is there any change? Kembali. The buyer, the customer asking for a change. So I add some a condition up there. It could be contextual conditioning too, but I think it's more suitable if we using both of them, additions and a culture and a contextual conditioning. The next, tidak ada ribuan. Do you pay? Do you can pay it in a right amount cash, please? It's an explicitation. No, I don't have it. It's addition, of course, like. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here it is, 9,000 rupiah. It's addition because we adding the contextual out of there. And the last line, yeah, it's a literal translation. I think, yeah, that's all for today. I hope it would be very useful. It will be understandable. And thank you for watching. See you in the next time. Bye.